Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. And for those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Catherine and I tell true stories and facts. Today, my story is about, is there life after death? This is a story from an experience from a doctor who was an atheist. Atheists are people who don't believe in God or in any religion. They're neither Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, just nothing. They're just there. Most of them believe in science or how they came to existence doesn't matter to them, but all they know is that there is no God. There is no life after death. So listen to the end to see what made this doctor believe in life after death. Let's call him Dr. Kamau, although that's not his real name. And let's give him a different hospital. Let's call this hospital Regina Angelorum because I don't want to name the real hospitals there, although it's a true story. So it happened that in the middle of the night, he receives a phone call and he's like, oh no, I hope it's not the accident victim in ward number 111. He had been attending to an accident victim, a road accident victim, who got paralyzed and was in a coma for the last 2 weeks. And he had been showing some improvement until the last few days. And so when he received the call from hospital, he just hoped it's not about that patient. And he put on his coat for the doctors and left in the middle of the night. And indeed, it was patient 111 in that ward. We'll just call him patient 111. When he got there, he found some other nurses rather, trying to, I'm not a doctor, I don't know what they call those things for, trying to reactivate the heart again when it stops. That's what they were trying to do. They tried and tried and tried, and he moved them aside and took over. He pressed and pressed 40 times beyond the maximum time that is supposed to be used. And the nurses were trying to tell him, it's past the time, it's past the number of presses that you're supposed to give. Excuse me, I'm not a doctor. That you're supposed to give to this patient. The patient is dead, but he still did not want to believe it. Because if the patient died, it means he's lost also. It meant a lot for him anyway, it means a lot to a doctor when they lose a patient. They feel kind of incompetent, like they failed, something like that. So finally he gave up when the machine went straight. Whatever they call that machine, you know it. Straight line means you're dead. You don't have any pulse. You're not breathing generally. At least that part I know. So the patient was dead. Well, when the patient dies, they leave him there. The nurses covered him and left the room immediately. But a few still stood there waiting for the doctor to give a go ahead of leaving. But the others had already left because they knew this is done. And as the others were about to leave, something happened that made them leave the room very fast. What do you think happened? The patient twisted, and Dr. Kamau thought that maybe he's back to life. But this twisting was not the normal twisting. It was a scary sort of twisting that made them stand still in their tracks, frightened, not moving. It was a kind of twisting of a possession. You know, when the demons possess someone and turn you all the directions that they want. And that is what happened to this patient 111. It's not the normal twitching of the body, maybe after somebody has died and the organs are, some organs are still closing down or whatever. This was kind of a twitching of a possession. The patient twisted like when the demons enter into somebody and possess the body. The nurses who had remained there left very fast. They didn't want to see more of this. They knew this is not normal. But the doctor, Kamau, stood there still staring, wondering, what is this? What made him even stick more was he saw some dark shadows. He saw some dark shadows. I don't know whether to call it ascend or descend, but they appeared around the body. This is a true story. The dark shadows appeared around the body, and it was like they were trying to, there was kind of a struggle between what they were trying to get from this body. There was a struggle. It was like the body was refusing to let something go, and these dark figures were struggling to get whatever they wanted from this body. Dark figures. As if that is not enough, there was a very ominous growl from the body that made the Dr. Kamau almost pee on himself. And now he was standing there not because he wanted to see what he was witnessing, but he couldn't run out of shock. Dark figures fighting with something unseen from the body, growling from a dead body, a demonic growling. There was a bit of a scuffle between patient 111 and these dark figures for like 3 minutes. And then the dark figures disappeared just like they came, and the body lay still. What do you think of this? And the doctor was thinking, why me? Why did I have to see this horrific scene? It was like the demons had come to collect the soul of patient 111, and he was struggling not to go with them, but they won and they took his soul. So you can guess what happened to Dr. Kamau after that. You know what happened? He converted to Christianity. He believed in life after death because he knew very well he's very much awake. He drove to the hospital. And what he was seeing was not imagination because the nurses ran away. So it's not only him who saw it. He spoke to another doctor about this event, and the doctor told him, I think this is just a message for you. So if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.